today. Proud to serve the military and their families. And we join you from USAA Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Ready? 50, pass, let go.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 41 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. Misses him off. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
That's good running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2. It puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time to be a little bit cautious? I think.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. 24-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. Back on, lady.
To throw is RG3. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's caught 35. And 22-yard line. 54 yards. That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
60 Maverick. 19 tight. Ready?
Here's Griffin. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Superstars. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had to score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kicks away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it in past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman.
But to the races, down the side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Superstars. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Jason Myers to kick off for the AFC. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. How about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Big pick up there. 40 yards on the ground. We are through one. So happy to have you along. It's football. It's Oakland. And it's only on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Again, Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They're hitting the balls out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
199 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. And he gets it down to the 32. Consecutive runs of 6 yards. Gives him a 1st and 10.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Go.
Motion left, Smith. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
That is into the zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
60
Griffin. Throwing it wide to Walker. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Complete to Kenneth Walker. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Griffin. Finding Smith and Jimbo downfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. And they ran off a big one. 31 yards. Got it. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Griffin. The ball comes in. They hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now the pressure gets them. He goes down just inside the 20 and the 19. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on, come on. Cougar 19, Mustang 19. 19, right here. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is clean. Touchdown, Superstars. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Oh, this is blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see who they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. Ready?
Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On the play.
Prescott to throw this time. Working the middle of the field, and he's got the man complete. That is into the end zone for a touchdown. Steve Smith, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And that's to 2. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and go further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, that's going to be incomplete.
One thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Final play of the half. It's Griffin. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And this return going to come right through at the end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying, don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Griffin. He will go down. Campbell sack. Devon Gottschall getting in there and dropping it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the shotgun, Griffin. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down.
Ready? Jack. Clear. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. He's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm good. Paranoid. I will feel what's great. She knew I like my traits. She says it's like a nice spring down. I wait till it's in my microphone. Jump with my wedding clothes and bring it down. Sometimes I give myself the treats. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding. I think I'm like it. When am I just paranoid? Rusting to your shore. So I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm taking it up. Where am I just paranoid? Two, three, four. I'm broke in Houston, Texas. Couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Only me, you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. That's you, baby. I get what I feel inside me. Finally, I feel free. I want to thank you for taking me as I am. He doesn't know that I'm your number one fan. I want to give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I want to give you my heart. Get you, baby. I get you. Baby, I could cry and fall in your arms and just fly. You, baby, I get you up.
This is the Madden Championship Series, brought to you by USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. USAA, proud to serve the military and their families. And we join you from USAA Stadium. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Got it. Ready? From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 runners. 18. 18. 5 years. Dragon 60. Let go.
From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. He's going to test this secondary right away. And that is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion. But can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
19 Dragon. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. They'll cover the sideline and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Yeah, that's just a tough break here in the early going of this postseason, Mike. Everyone stresses the value of the ball, especially in the playoffs. Not only does that interception put an end to this drive, but it also gives all the momentum here early to their opponent.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He finds Hollins on the game. And they'll get about what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and set up second and 5. And 4 at their 28-yard line. Ready. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On third down, they'll go with Saquon. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. This guy at midfield. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down. Okay, early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Ready? They'll go for it and run option right. First down and more inside the 40. Strong running there. It brings this down inside the 25. 30. First down, Commanders. Sorry, 70. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is going to be full, and he's got it. Bixby, touchdown, Washington. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Commanders are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. We'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Here we go. First carry for Kenneth Walker. He's inside the 30. A big play to kick off this drive. That goes for 58.
And he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
19 Lions, Cowboys, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. He'll be as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Goal.
70 Timberwolves. Big Lion. Mustang 19. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Drop 60. Drop 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And a minute, Smith and Jigba with the grass. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal.
18 Rodgers, 79 Broncos. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
He'll drop the throw. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. On the ground, Barkley to start the drive. That one is